Now, this is not a gaming channel, but for my oldies, you know that it did start at that one, particularly cloud gaming, and if we're going to get more specific, Google Stadia. Yes, that's right. I was one of them, one of the what 0.01% of people who actually depended on this thing and a Chromecast somewhere to play their games, a cloud game. Because that got me into gaming. I thought gaming just got expensive. And at the time, it just made sense for me to choose that platform. And I said all this in previous videos. And when that went down, sadly, and then I just migrate all to Xbox. I guess I'm a bot. And for the most part, I'm satisfied with my gaming experience right now. I don't play that many games a year, so I got Game Pass. I'm good. Although I have always kind of looked over the wall at PC gaming and just thought it's a little too complicated for me, too expensive for me. But from where things are at gaming wise, from a budget standpoint, it might actually cost less to be a PC gamer. Now that is hard to believe if we're talking like 5 years ago, but it's true. I mean, these handhelds are coming out at $1,000, and while they're PCs already, they're just handheld PCs. And since I don't see myself, I'm not saying never or never. I did look at the Steam Deck, maybe because it's Linux based and I want to show my support. And since that is the way that even Chromebooks have, they still at this moment they still have Steam, but they're getting it from the SteamOS. So all the work that Valve's doing in developing that console and that platform, Chromebooks were right along with it. I said my piece about why I think it's indie. Whether I'm right or not, I have no idea. But putting that all aside now, even though I'm sad for right now, I'm looking at what is going to be my next gaming experience. Will it be an Xbox? Xbox seems to be leaning in mostly on PC, and if so, okay, so be it. Will I go back to PlayStation? Don't know. Nintendo, not how they're acting. And I thought, Steam Deck, I thought one day I'm going to get into the PC world. I've always wanted to do that, but now I'm thinking, is it going to be a PC that's running Windows or that's going to be running Linux? When I did my earlier video on Linux about starting up making Ubuntu for the first time, I said that I was not going to put SteamOS, or I think it's called Bazite, on that old PC because what's the point? If I'm going to do a gaming PC, I'm going to actually either make it or buy a gaming PC. And maybe because I'm leaning toward Linux, maybe I'll make that more of a Linux PC. Even though that if I go the Linux route, I will be giving up any game that requires anti-cheat. The biggest one on my list is Destiny 2, which will not work on as of right now does not work on any Linux-based platform. So that'll suck. But I've got wind of this, and I'm so late to this news, is that Valve is apparently making a actual gaming console that's running SteamOS. I don't think Valve has officially came out and said these things, but this guy's wondering, and I'm going to look at this console again, spec wise. These are only what projected, and it seems decent enough. Again, since I don't do a lot of PC gaming, the GPUs and all of that, I am out of my depths so much when it comes to this stuff. But if we're looking at what the potential specifications, as I'm reading it right here, it says a custom 6-core, 12-thread AMD Hawk Point 2 CPU. No idea what that is. No AMD and 6 cores. No, sounds decent enough. A dedicated AMD RX 7600 GPU. And operating system says likely SteamOS. Though the only thing that gives me pause is it says the memory, 8 gigabytes of RAM. 8 gigabytes of RAM is the minimum that I would use for a Chromebook. But for gaming, 16 gigs, in my opinion, what you need to consider gaming, at least currently. Now, I don't know how much optimization they're going to be using, all this stuff. But again, this is just leaks and rumors. So we don't know if these specs are going to stick, or maybe there's just different configurations like other consoles. And so I'm guessing like this does seem this seems like a PC. So it seems no matter where I'm going, except for PlayStation, you're going to be going to a PC if I stick with Xbox, or if I lean more into SteamOS, which is fine. But I do want that Linux platform to just succeed in general, make it more common, make more platforms become more accessible, more games more accessible. There's a phrase that goes around Linux communities. Again, I'm barely in it, but it says the year of the Linux distro. And in my opinion, SteamOS is the best runner for that, because how many people have Steam Decks and don't realize that they are running a Linux operating system? So I think if Valve is successful in this endeavor, then I think that will bring more attention and more developers onto Linux. And I think that's just a win for everybody. Competition only helps us, maybe not for the big companies, but who cares? So that's kind of where I'm at in all this. But what do you think? This was one of the Stadia controllers. I have about like 5 of these around. And now this is limited to PC gaming, because can't use it on consoles. And PC game will let me use my own controller. So I'll be able to use these again, which that'd be great. Rumor is that this could be coming out as early as next year. So that's going to do it for today's video. Tell me, have you heard about this new Steam console? And if so, are you interested in buying it? If you like this kind of content, please consider liking, subscribing. It really does help your boy out. Appreciate it. And I'll see you next time. Take care.